In the highlands of Koru, where the winds spoke in riddles and the stones remembered names, the people had forgotten how to sing. Their voices had been stolen generations ago by the Wyrm of Silence, a serpent of smoke and shadow that coiled around the mountain's throat and drank the songs from the air. The elders whispered of a time when every child was born with a flame in their chest, a voice that could shape rivers, summon rain, and stir the stars. But now the children were born mute, their hearts cold, their breath thin. Then came Aro, the Ember Sower. He was not born in Koru, but in the lowlands, where the sun was loud and the soil sang. His mother, a weaver of fire, had stitched a voice into his bones before she vanished into the wind. Aro arrived with a staff carved from lightning-struck cedar, and a cloak woven from the dreams of sleeping volcanoes. He did not speak when he entered the village. He hummed, and the earth trembled. The villagers gathered, drawn by the vibration in their ribs. Aro knelt and pressed his palm to the ground. From the dust, a single ember rose, floating, pulsing, waiting. He whispered to it, and it burst into flame, forming a glowing sigil into the air, the forgotten glyph of Karo's first voice. That night, he taught the children to breathe with their bellies, to feel the rhythm of the mountain, to listen to the silence not as absence, but as invitation. He planted embers in their hands, in their feet, in their throats. But the wind stirred. Smoke slithered down the slopes. The stars dimmed. The silence thickened. Aro stood at the edge of the village, staff in hand, cloak billowing like a storm. He turned to the children, now glowing with ember light, and said, "Tomorrow we sing." Dawn broke like a held breath finally released. The children of Koru stood in a circle around Aro, their palms glowing with the embers he had planted the night before. The air trembled with anticipation. Even the mountain seemed to lean closer. From the summit, the Wyrm of Silence uncoiled. Its body was smoke without fire, shadow without form. Its eyes were two hollow moons. Where it slithered, sound died. Aro stepped forward, staff in hand. "Remember," he told the children, "your voice is not sound, it is flame." The wind struck first. A wave of silence crashed over the village, flattening the grass, dimming the embers, pressing against the children's ribs like a cold hand. Some staggered. One fell to their knees. Aro planted his staff into the earth. The ground glowed. The embers in the children's throats flickered back to life. He inhaled deeply, belly rising like a tide, and exhaled a single note. It was small at first, a spark in the dark, but the children answered, one by one. Their voices joined his, thin hums, trembling tones, wavering threads of sound. The wind recoiled. Smoke peeled from its body like burnt skin. Aro lifted his hands. "Sing!" The children opened their mouths. What came out was not melody, it was memory. The forgotten songs of Koru poured from them. The rain caller's chant, the harvest hymn, the lullaby of the first mothers, the star summoning chorus. The rim rift. Its silence cracked. Its body split into ribbons of shadow that dissolved into the rising light. When the final note faded, the mountain exhaled. Birds cried out for the first time in generations. Wind returned to the valley, carrying laughter with it. Arrow turned to the children, now radiant with ember fire. "You are the keepers now," he said. "Guard your voices. Guard your flame!" He lifted his staff, and the embers in their bodies settled into steady, warm glows. Then, as quickly as he had arrived, he walked toward the horizon, a lone figure wrapped in a cloak of sleeping volcanoes, humming a tune that made the earth tremble with joy. The people of Koru never forgot him, and every dawn, when the mountain breathed mist into the sky, they said it was Arrow, the Ember Sower, singing the world awake.